Hello. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to episode number 9. Episode 9 today, guys, for Final Fantasy II Pixel Remaster. I just had to clear a bit of my throat for a minute. Today's day, guys, is the first day of the third quarter. You guys understand what the third quarter is? Third quarter is pretty much, the first day of pretty much every single month and whatnot. But today's date, guys, is July 1st, 2023. And surprisingly, we're pretty much at this pretty much crucial, but pretty much motivated point. But anyway, guys, today's day is July 1st, 2023. What's up, Mavis? What's up, Malans? Make a love shout out. How you guys doing today? Alongside, guys, our awesome, entertaining, popular community, our friends of the community, and our followers of the community. I am your awesome, entertaining, popular, amazing host, guys, of all time, Jack Dawson, guys. If you guys got nothing, you guys got nothing to lose. What's up, Delcy? Make a love shout out. How are you? On a Saturday morning to kick off here today. There were a couple of good things that happened, or pretty much a live event that happened last night. I did not headline that. Doesn't name a few, or anything else that may or may not be, pretty much out of devastation. But anyway, guys, today's date is July 1st, 2023. So, if you guys are here, always remember, guys, like and share the stream, Always like and share the stream, guys. Follow it, and always share it. And if you guys are here, if you guys want to catch more God of War Ragnarok, actually no, not God of War Ragnarok, excuse me. What's up, Lazada? Make a love shout out. Salaha, good to see you. On a Saturday morning today, guys. We don't have to worry about going into the month of June that much anymore, since we're still in the current date of this year. But about something that may or may not be stressful. As long as no one is holding a paper on their head or anything. But obviously, guys, back to what I was saying. If you guys want to catch more Final Fantasy II Pixel Remasters, pretty much new episodes every Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings. Remember, guys, always like and share the stream, follow and share, guys. Oh, minus TikTok, and minus Snapchat. But the last performance, I'm going to give you guys a YouTube poll while I'm talking with you guys. Remember, guys, like and share the stream. And if you guys want to catch new episodes every Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings, every weekend, you guys can hit that like button, support button, and comment. Let's see if I can spell this damn thing. There we go. Appearance in the books. In the books for. And orange covering eyes. But yeah, guys. Remember, love, support, and respect is the key. It's awesome and creative, guys, and much more popular, if you will. And also, guys, knowledge is power. Well, we meet and greet, guys, new community members, new companions, one at a time. Myself's been really good, guys. My popularity's been amazing, been grateful. As long as we're not doing Itsy and Scratchy or anything else that may or may not set something up. With Harrison Ford for Indy. Or Star Wars. Which one was the best for? Which one was the hold on, I don't want EST. And we're looking at the former longest reigning women's champion, guys. That would be Bianca Belair from coming out of SmackDown and Raw, but not even on NXT, if you will. But back to what I was saying, anytime we manage to meet new fine people, guys, the second thing you guys can always do, when you pretty much start live streaming, remember, guys, like and share the stream, meet and greet, follow and share, guys, on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Reddit. Never give up, guys, never surrender. I want to stay awesome and creative, guys, more popular, and also, making sure everything else is incessant. You got Zones, Star Wars. Oh, there we go, guys. This is pretty much a performance question. Because my love and I are going to be watching the last Dr. Jones. Which it is indeed, guys, his last performance entirely. I don't know if we're going to be watching it this afternoon or tonight. I mean, who and I have some sort of a good strategy going. But honestly, guys, back to what I was saying. Oh yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I was saying to kick off here today. But yeah, guys, if you guys have an account on Twitter today, you guys can send me out and follow me. The most awesome, sweet, exciting creator of all time. The one and only, guys, Jack Dawson. If you guys got nothing, you guys got nothing to lose. My stuff's been so good, guys, I'm telling you. Doesn't need a manifestation, doesn't need a stupid motive or anything. You know what they say, guys? Eliminate the motive if you're watching a comedy, if you're watching a horror movie. And pretty much correct. That's the important thing. You know, as long as it does not have anything standard or wound. But you guys can follow and share me out, guys, on Twitter. Jack Dawson. If you guys got nothing, you guys got nothing to lose altogether. But for the most part, guys, since we're in the month of July already, no problems or anything else may or may not be off script. You guys already recall in the next couple more weeks, I am on July 30th for this year. Coming up this month already, I will be reaching 7 years on YouTube. That is exactly correct, guys. I mean, you know what they say, guys. Nothing's final if it is your final answer. So, if that's your final answer, guys, I mean, that's it pretty much entirely. But other than that, guys, I'll be reaching 7 years on YouTube, which will be exactly the most awesome, exciting, #1 seated milestone that everybody else has ever reached before. It's like people have done something that no one has ever done before. That's the important thing right there. But yeah, I will be reaching 7 years on YouTube, my highest milestone of all time, and a company on top of that for this month, guys. It will be also 5 years on Twitter. So yeah, guys, 5 years on Twitter, 7 years on YouTube, especially. We also got a new weapon, guys. It's called the Dark Bow. I don't know if I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be lasting long. So I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see what happens entirely. But for now, guys, I've been on YouTube for over 6 and over 4 years on Twitter. And so making it much more short and sweet than ever, with our awesome, entertaining, popular, amazing popular community today, guys. Our popular group in general. My love and I, guys, have officially been together for how many days? So what do you call it? Oh yeah, 2,331. When I am still working on getting married, have future engagement. I did meet her father last week. Actually, no, 2 weeks ago. But to be honest, guys, he's a really nice guy. But the most important thing is, you know, if you drop a phone, you have to get yourself a new one. And it's like, if you guys are into Verizon, Sprint, or whatever, well, pretty much we're going after straight talk. I mean, because I've had this phone for the past, I think, for almost two years already. Even though it may or may not have any subsequence or anything else in general or in reality. Anything else is implied to anything. Depending how much you guys really spend, as long as you don't have to overlap your stuff, you guys are doing something that's more to consider for you. I mean, you guys need a phone that you guys can play on, have fun on, have texting and also contacting. That's something that's more to really take in and have good exciting notice. But obviously, guys, all you guys gotta do is inform your name, how long have you guys been active on Twitter. Remember, guys, like and share the stream. Like and share the stream, guys, follow it, and always share it. Never give up, and never ever surrender. Unless anything else that may or may not do a part of it. Now if you guys have an account on Steam, any sports, music, RPGs, action adventure, or shooting, you guys can help yourselves by doing transactions, one of two different ways. You guys can use your own credit card, but if you guys do not want to go over balance or do anything else that's more to self-consider. Also remember, you guys can use your own Steam gift cards. Steam gift cards can buy you anything you want. The same with if you guys got a good credit card. As long as you guys can really bring something in the balance, nothing else would really matter one another. Guys, to look me up, guys, the most awesome, entertaining, fantastic, popular gifted name of all time. Me, guys, it's Zach Dawson, 93. So, well, that's usually something to think about, too. There's not about what games you want to play, or anything else in general you guys can really bring in. You know, that's to make sure you guys are on the same page with awesome gameplay, popularity, entertainment, something fantastic, and, I've been on Steam for over 2 years. If I am responsibly correct or not. As long as people can have it hard or not, some good stuff underneath it, or pretty much anything else, guys, to keep your health moving, so people can battle cancer or not attempt suicide or anything in general. But yeah, guys, my stuff's been really popular, I'm telling you. My stuff's been really, and I mean, guys, really good. As long as you guys can carefully like and share the stream, guys, remember, from now on, to help our awesome, entertaining, popular, exciting community today, a popular group today, guys, 24/7. Remember, guys, like and share the stream. Like and share the stream, guys. Follow it and always share it on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Reddit. If you guys are into RPGs, by the way, today, to help our awesome, entertaining, popular group, and to begin a new month today. Remember, guys, today's date, July 1st, 2023 already. And it usually has something responsibly. If you guys are into RPGs responsibly today, let's name a few. Like Final Fantasy, Assassin's Creed, God of War Ragnarok, what do you call it? Yeah, guys, the new Assassin's Creed Mirage that's coming out on October 12th. And a couple of extra games that are coming out at the current month. What's up, Vilma? Make a love shout out. How you doing today? Vilma, guys, is coming out of one creator at a time. And who is that, you really may ask? Oh yeah, guys, Melody. Melody Sakura. Or Sakura. How do you pronounce it, Vilma? I mean, people would call it as Sakura or Sakura. I mean, whatever's good with pronunciation. It's highly up to anyone. What's up, Killer J, my brother? Make a love shout out. Killer J, did you happen to get a chance to, try the new Final Fantasy 16 this week? I mean, I've still heard some really good things about it. I'm still waiting on myself, guys, to finding a job, too. I did do a couple of applies, but I'll get to that in just a little bit. But back to what I was saying, yeah, guys, the new Dragon Quest, Diablo 4, Final Fantasy 16 you guys are playing right now? Oh, you're telling me. So, are you playing any current games at the moment? If you plan on getting a PS5 or something? I mean, to be honest, I've had the PS5 for almost, as I mentioned before, almost 3 years coming up this coming November of this year. You know, as long as it may or may not be wasteful, everything else may or may not be accumulated, if you will. As long as people have a good understatement. But honestly, yeah. But it all depends precisely. People can play any games they really want. If you guys are using a PC, a computer, a phone, any handheld console, maybe like a Steam Deck, you guys can play any good, exciting games you guys want to do. Kill J in the chat says, but I did buy Callisto Protocol Final Transformation. Oh, sweet. Are you enjoying the game in general? My brother Kill J? I mean, I won't say the game itself is real good constantly, but it's pretty much based on the gameplay and the popularity, and how long it can really stand together, and also bundle up together. You know, that's the important thing off the bat. But I want to get my hands on it, but I'm still waiting to get myself a damn job soon. You know, coming out of this year. Making sure everything else that may or may not be contributing. You know, building a good opportunity. You know what to say, guys? Big competition, good competition. Killz8 says, I bought Remnant 2 on pre-order. Oh, nice. What about Assassin's Creed Mirage? I know it's coming out for the PS4 as well. Even though you did say that you don't have a PS5 entirely. are you gonna get a PS4 PS5 down the road? I mean, I'll be having the PS5 this year. It's coming November, guys. It'll be reaching 3 years by the time we reach that one, and also the entire with the Xbox Series. So I don't think I'm gonna get that sent either, as far as I know. Nothing worries, nothing repulsive, or remain unuseless. I bought N0 Zombie Rising. Oh, okay. I never knew anything about that one, but it all depends. But yeah, guys. Speaking of RPGs, you guys are into sports like Madden, baseball, racing, tennis, golf, tennis, volleyball, college football, basketball. I do have I do have NBA 2K23 though. Pretty much free for PS Plus, and well, I don't see anything else being at a cross or anything, as long as anything else may or may not spell it entirely. I guess my service has been awesome and totally popular as of right now. As long as it doesn't have anything else to whisper, anything else that may or may not confront anything. Anything you guys can really play on Steam. You guys can do your own channel reviews, do your own thing. You know, as long as you guys are rocking and rolling with awesome gameplay, graphics, entertainment, strong popularity too. You guys can play anything you really want to get a hold of. You know, I mean, as long as you guys, especially, much more satisfying in total. Always remember, guys, like and share the stream, follow it, and always share it as much as you can. The best name you guys can always look up. Me, guys, the most fabulous, awesome, entertaining, popular, amazing name. The most popular, exciting name, guys, of all time. Me, guys, Jack Dawson, 93. You know, I love RPGs, I enjoy sports, and this is exactly no joke to me. The first time I got into RPGs was back when I was a kid. Number 2, guys. Listen to this. Number 2. Sports, ever since I was just a teen. You know, even though I'm still trying to find myself a damn job here in the community, here in the state of Ohio right now, currently, pretty much having meeting after meeting after meeting for the last number of weeks on Wednesdays, especially, I'm taking my time as anything else goes. I'm telling you guys right now, you know, it's not that hard or it's not that easy to really pretty much find the resolution that may or may not destroy anything. You know, as long as built, everything else, guys, is built everything, top notch of everything, and I mean, here's the thing, guys, everything. And the people are designed to really do. But yeah, if you guys are if you guys have an account on Instagram, you guys can check out Kevin, guys. I've known this brother for over 3 years. Same as Kevin, guys. We got each other on social media. On Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit. I believe he does have the other 2 apps. Let's name a few today, guys. I'm going to say this quick. What do you call it? TikTok and Snapchat. But I don't think I would be I'm gonna keep my current apps with you guys on the social media. Remember, guys, the only social media we'll probably continue to grab a hold of and not have any else to really erase on anything. Guys, it's only gonna be on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit. Izen HK, make a love shout out. Izen, how you doing, sir? Remember, guys, like and share the stream, please. Guys, like and share the stream. Like and share the stream. Follow and share, guys, on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit. Hey, what's up, Riser? Make a love shout out. Good to see you, partner. Can you guys like and share the stream while you're sharing it on community tabs? So that way we can bring more peeps in. No, thank you, guys. But also, guys, yeah, if you guys have an account on Instagram, and if you guys also want like, support, comments, and views, there's a couple of good things about Kevin. I love this guy. He's awesome. He's tremendous. And the only app he tries to always send me out on is 9 times out of 10. We got these other guys only on the social media, and they're always the current ones exactly. And guys, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit. It does come in 1 or 2 days, any day of the week. So far today, just to see how I'm doing. Sends me out on Reddit, and I don't think he ever tried to send me out on on fucking, what do you call it, YouTube. But Kevin is somebody I've known for a long time. Same with you guys too. Since we got an awesome, destructive, popular, exciting, entertaining community right now. You know, my population's been so good as we speak. As long as it may or may not be coming out of anything else from time to time. You know, so yeah guys, Kevin is somebody that I've known for a while. He's very loving and caring, he's funny, he's entertaining, and he does see me out only on Reddit. You know, he does live stream the same time as I do. You know, pretty much normal amount of time. Doesn't make sure everything else is organized, see how your channel's going, how your popularity's going inside of your channel, or as long as everybody else is in balance. You know, you guys should not want to destroy everything you got. You want your channel to be normal, you want your channel to be awesome, grateful, amazing, and considering you're feeling heartfelt, feeling a lot of popularity, entertainment, awesomeness, and laughter. You guys will always be doing a good thing for yourselves, as long as people are not counted out, as long as anything else is much more to reach. You know, it's like, how do you guys get people's attention? You know, I mean, the best way you guys can always do it, the way I do it, and the way other people with our awesome, entertaining, popular community does it, we always advise people to stick around, and so everybody else can like and share the stream, guys. And another brother I'm going to name goes by the name of James Zippy, Z-I-P-E. He's a really nice guy too. I've known this guy for a while. I've known James, I think, for quite some time. He always advises you guys to like and share the stream. And I'm always advising you guys as much as anything else right now, you know? As long as we're keeping everything else under control. But guys, always remember, like and share the stream, guys, from now on. Like and share the stream, guys, minus TikTok and Snapchat. So, yeah, Kevin is awesome. You guys can really suggest him to check you guys out. And pretty much check him out. I mean, he live streams as much as everybody else does. Same for me, too. But last but not least, guys, if you want help with popularity, the correct answer, guys, you guys can always check out Kevin. It's not usually every couple of days, every week, but check this out, guys. Listen to me. You guys should check out Kevin 24/7. Also, guys, my Sakura's Hana and Sorty. Always remember, guys, as always, love, support, and respect is always the key. The awesome and very creative and much more popular than people think it really is. And most importantly, guys, knowledge is power. If you guys want shoutouts, are always 100% correct. As long as people are not even mistaken otherwise. As long as my stuff's been really good, as long as anything else goes. So yeah, guys, if you want shoutouts, always 100% worth needing. As long as people may or may not be encouraged. Yeah, always remember, guys, like and share the stream. Always liking it, commenting, sharing it, and following it. So the most very important thing, guys, alongside our 413 miles and our followers, after you guys like and share the stream, and after you guys meet and greet, the most fabulous thing, or sorry, I say, guys, the most very important thing that all of us should always do in hand, and much more in general on, that's very important to look into. Remember, guys, we watch videos in full, like and share the stream, follow and share, guys, on our social media, and our current apps all together today. And they always are, guys, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit. And don't forget to look me up, guys, Zach Dawson on Twitter. The most famous, most awesome, entertaining, popular name of all time. If you guys got nothing, you've got nothing left to lose. Ever since my love night had a couple hours last night, it was trying to encourage me, guys, to say the entire line. Coming out of Titanic when we were playing poker, coming out of this one beginning scene. And I told her I said I was a little bit tired, so can't really jeopardize anything else. As long as everything else is more use. What's up, Bender, Mileto, how you doing? My girl Daisy, how you guys doing today? Make a mega love shout out. Like and share the stream, guys, carefully. Like and share the stream, follow it, and always share it. On Twitter, guys, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Reddit. But yeah, that's pretty much all said and also being done. But yeah, guys, you guys already recall, since I'm going to be on the road to 7 years on YouTube this is coming in the next couple weeks. I mean, not 2 weeks, but 4 weeks in general, as of right now. Since we are officially on the first day. The first day, guys, of July, as we speak right now. This is exactly the first day of the 3rd quarter. Remember, guys, you've got 4 quarters, pretty much every 3 months. The first 3 months is the 1st quarter. We talk about, for example, January, February, March, and then you've got April, May, June as the 2nd quarter, July, August, September as the 3rd quarter, and then number 4 is October, November, and most importantly, guys, yes, most importantly, the 4th quarter. But yeah, guys, and entirely for now, since I've been on YouTube for over 6, over 4 years on Twitter, as we speak, entirely. Guys, I recall my highest thumbs up from you guys. The correct answer is my highest thumbs up, guys, equals likes, if you will, is 808, viewership 1478, and you guys is my exciting mods today to begin on the Saturday morning for us is 413. You guys understand the other resource and also the other source. We're gonna get to IGN News and we're gonna get to Egg Gaming News, guys, in a few minutes. So my love and I had a couple hours last night. We were having a movie night, you know, I'm a friend of hers from the art studio that works every Friday now. Apparently the ones that work at the art studio, they miss me so much as we speak. But, you know, I finally did have that Zoom call meeting this past Thursday, because the one that I was trying to speak to, it's pretty much trying so hard to get what kind of job I really want to go after. You know, coming out of the state of Ohio as we speak today. You know, pretty much any call, text, or any contact whatsoever. I think everything else is more passionate for the entire part, and also the biggest opportunity that people want to get. So my love night did have over 2 hours plus last night. We did watch the very first. You guys understand what this franchise is? Well, you guys got the brothers. One of them passed away, I think, 10 years ago. You guys understand who we're talking about. For example, you've got Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, Jordan Brewster, what do you call it? Sarah Rodriguez, just to name a few. I don't know who, I'm not sure who played Zess coming out the very first one. The movie that I did watch most of, that would be guys, the very first Fast and Furious. And I will say, that movie's been out since 2001. I mean, that movie's been out for the last 22 years today. You know, I mean, I was only, here's the thing. If I had to guess what my current age was back then, my brother was only like 8 years old. My phone was like 14, and like, so guys, if I had to guess, probably like 14, and like 15 in general. But basically, guys, it's still, to be honest, it's never the same, and absolutely will never be the same, guys, without Paul Walker. It never has, and I mean, guys, never will be. You know, to be honest, I'm much more careful. Even though people are gonna be, may or may not be going crazy. Even though I'm gonna be expecting, guys, Fast X Part 2. Which that really means, guys, Fast 11. Which I still think people need to stop making the movies. You know, even though, I mean, I would say yes, the Fast 10 is okay, but, I'm not sure how much it's been making in the, box office in general. Or it could be anything else that may or may not be self-esteem. But, I don't think I'm gonna try to bust my butt or get my sweetheart an opportunity to watch the new Fast and Furious, because it's not, I mean, there's only a couple things to consider. It's not the same, guys, for Paul Walker. It's not the same about any manifestation. Anything else from time to time. But, I will say, guys, Fast X, from what I've heard, is pretty much real good in general. That's all I'm going to say about that for sure. But as far as what's going on today, what's up, Dayton? Make a love shout out. How are you? Make a love shout out, Dayton. Welcome. How are you today, partner? Alongside, guys, well, 413 mods and our exciting, amazing, wonderful followers equals our companions. So again, guys, we did have a good couple hours last night. I pretty much made her a deal going into later on today, since it was indeed, guys, his last performance as Dr. Jones. But speaking of Dr. Jones, my love and I were talking last night, pretty much a little bit under contact, okay? And you know what they say, guys, contact equals calling. I mean, with people have their own honest opinions. You know, let's tell something else as a story. You know, people can do either contact more or text more, but 9 times out of 10, people don't want to see a lot of people text all the time. People want to hear the voice, their voices in general. So I pretty much prefer contact more. Whether I do that's more funky or anything else under tremendousness, I try to text for the most part of it. So, her and I are trying to work on a deal. I mean, it is exactly her day to pick here today, guys, for supper. I told her, I said, do you think her and I should just play it safe? And apparently, I don't see why not. I mean, to be honest, guys, her and I are going to be watching the last outstanding selling ever performance, guys, of Harrison Ford. Her and I are officially going to be watching the last Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny today. But I'm not sure what time I'm going to be watching it. If I had to guess, maybe this afternoon, maybe tonight. I'm not 100% sure because, well, Harrison Ford has been doing some really good movies based on his own franchise in general, and also, guys, as coming out of the exciting stories and also the plots here today. I mean, not only just that franchise, but 9 times out of 10, Harrison Ford always deserves, guys, a lot of progress, a lot of pride, and a lot of self-respect. You know, he made the movies as big as they are. You know, having a lot of acting roles, manifesting roles, and everything else in general. You know, he made a lot of excitement. He made a lot of money in general just to make the movies happen. Thanks to the directors, also the composers, the writers, the producers. You know, he made everything else to come to life for himself, and also everybody that was with him. Even though, guys, this coming out of this month today, and the very first month, guys, of July right now, coming up very shortly, and you guys understand too, Harrison Ford's going to be 81 years old this month. And hard to think about it. I mean, hard to think about it for a short minute. I mean, his body's not going to be retiring from what we heard today. So, I don't know when his ass is going to be retiring, but he's been doing some really good movies. Since he's done with indie, guys, entirely, the next movie that's up for grabs for Harrison Ford, guys, this brother, he's going to be doing Marvel Thunderbolts. I don't know if he's going to be retiring after that by coming next year, but I mean, I'm not particularly sure what's going to be next for him. I mean, I don't see him doing any more Indiana Jones movies. Honestly, guys, I don't, but if people want to sort of appraise somebody else, like for example, Shia LaBeouf or anyone, then the others can be my guest. But they're not going to make any more Indiana Jones movies without Harrison Ford in it. So, I mean, he's done. He's hanging up the rope. He's hanging up the uniform. He's hanging up the suit. He's going to be doing something else, guys, in general. You know, as long as anything else that may or may not be suitable. But anything else from time to time, okay? But, if you look at it, Harrison Ford's been doing some excellent movies. I mean, not only with Star Wars, but 9 times out of 10, that may not or may not be worth flying or pretty much surpassing in general. And the other one, guys, would be Blade Runner. You guys understand, too, since it was some sort of a gaming live event, or what do you call it, a conference live event this week, there is going to be a Blade Runner game, and that game, guys, is called Blade Runner 2033. I thought that's going to be coming out later on this year. Maybe like, what do you call it, guys, next year? But I think it's already coming out for PS5 and I think on Steam. But honestly, guys, I mean, Blade Runner's been out for, I mean, as a franchise as a whole since, I think, for the last 25 years, if you guys remember. But, you know, the thing about that is, I mean, the only one that's only been starring in it, I mean, anybody else that would star in it in general is Harrison Ford, and I think Stellan Skarsgård. I'm not 100% sure if it is, or it's not. But, yeah, guys, you look at the actor that's still alive right now, guys, it's pretty much Harrison Ford. You know, he's awesome. He's a very phenomenal actor. You know, he's been in really good movies as franchises. Coming out of, what do you call it, guys, real quick? Blade Runner, Star Wars, and the icon Indiana Jones. You know, he brings the fight. He always brings everything, guys. He got everything, and I mean everything. I mean, he's done everything that can really entertain and draw the popularity to the fans. And drawing a lot of popularity as much as anything else in general. But, you know, if people are gonna be... I mean, people are already done of having him doing whatever he wants to do now. I mean, he's got Marvel Thunderbolts next year. I don't know if he's gonna be making any other movies. I mean, he's really getting up in age as we speak today. But he's not gonna be 81 until possibly the next couple weeks. I'm telling you. I mean, if he does do an extra movie on Blade Runner, I don't know what the story is going to be about in general. But, obviously, guys, I don't know. But, I mean, it's going to be anything else prior to that. And, well, guys, we're talking to this one Dark Knight. As we just got done rescuing, guys, the two companions. And what are they today, guys? Princess Hilda and the one and only, guys, himself, Sid. As we're talking to this Dark Knight, since we put in the Sunfire for him, as it goes on to state the following: what have you done? The ensign. Maria goes on to say, quote, guys, that voice. There's no time, Maria. The ship will blow up any minute. We have to get to Sid's airship. And we all know who's the vice behind the guys as the Dark Knight. I'm not gonna say who it is. You guys understand what the name is. Pretty much from the very beginning, or pretty much from the end of time. But, alright guys, today guys, we got some nice news to talk about today. Today's day, guys, is a whole new month. A whole new world. From Milan, guys. Well, pretty much, not just for myself, but with you guys too. With our awesome, entertaining, popular, amazing community. Our awesome, popular community today, guys. With some name, some good stuff in hand. Buhay Driver, how you doing? Make a love shout out. Good to see you, my man. How are you? Alongside, guys, entirely, our 413 mods and our amazing, entertaining, popular, amazing followers. And I do mean, guys, our entertaining, popular followers in general. Alongside, guys, our awesome, entertaining, popular, amazing community. Well, we got some amazing news to talk about today, guys. Today's current date is a whole new month for us today. A start of a new month. And also, guess, guys, the third quarter. Today's day, guys, this is July 1st, 2023. You guys understand what I had to say? And it's time for you guys to see what you guys really think. Jenny Mae de la Cruz, make a love shout out. How you doing today, partner? If you guys can carefully remember, guys, right away. Remember, guys, from now on. Carefully, guys, 9 times out of 10. Like and share the stream, guys. Like and share the stream. Give it a thumbs up, guys. Support it, comment, follow it, and share it on Twitter. Remember, guys, Twitter. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Reddit. Never give up, guys. Never surrender. I want to see awesome, entertaining, popular, amazing, and much more something grateful when people got an opportunity to draw attention. And I do mean, guys, popularity, and have something strong instead of going weak and also suicidal. Alright guys, today's date, as I mentioned already, July 1st, 2023, I bring you guys in gaming news today. Remember, we don't usually get a lot of IGN news from time to time, 24/7. Especially, I mean, not as much as we normally do on the weekends. So we don't usually get a lot of IGN news on the weekends. But most importantly, guys, pretty much on the weekdays. It's not too much to really show anything else more careful. As long as people understand what people are talking about, as long as anything else is more crystal clear what we're looking at, and what people can really think about it entirely. So guys, today's date is July 1st, 2023. No longer in June anymore, guys. More that may or may not be self-esteem. So, let's not waste any time, guys. Today's date is July 1st, 2023. As I bring you guys in gaming news for the most part. So, let's see what our first article is today, to begin with. Alright guys, first up, you guys have sent out as an Eskimo Bob and Alfonso to find their missing seal, guys, in this new 8-bit adventure. The thing about this one, guys, IGN always stands for in gaming news. And the one on top of that is called Plus, where you guys can get your Steam key for modern Nintendo, Electric, or Electronic Sega. What it always stands for, guys, between 3 letters. The 3 letters, guys, are NES. Remember, guys, we got Hildeback? As it goes on to state, he. I mean, there's pretty much something entirely wrong with her. As, yeah, I pretty much understand what's going on with her, but we'll get to that in just a little bit. We got, guys, Eskimo Bob featuring Alfonso, involving the IGN Plus. And is there anything else that may or may not be current? Anything else entirely between it may or may not be a prospect whatsoever? So you guys can check out the IGN Gaming News Plus on top of it. You guys can get your own Steam key for modern NES game. It's called, guys, Eskimo Bob featuring Alfonso. I'm not gonna read that one. I mean, we all know, guys, it is exactly an 8-bit game. I mean, you talk about a lot of, you talk about a lot of games. You know, 8-bit, 32-bit, 16-bit. I mean, we all know, guys, Final Fantasy was one of them. But I guess probably, I would say possibly not. But anything else that would draw any good variety. Good entertainment, guys, good popularity in general. Anything else from time to time, with a lot of experience, not much to jeopardize and whatnot. But anything else that's more without question. Or anything else that may not scratch from anything else ahead of it. But if we're looking at it in general, I mean, if we look at 8-bit games, 16-bit or 32-bit games, we all know, guys, Final Fantasy was possibly one of them. I'm not sure, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's been a lot of arcade games that people do watch. People do end up playing over the years. I mean, you talk about Frogger, you talk about, I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure if Pac-Man was one of them. I mean, Pac-Man's been going on, I think, for a while, or pretty much for a long time in general. But if you look at this 8-bit game, guys, it's called Eskimo Bob featuring Alfonso. As long as it's known, Alfonso Soriano, he used to play for the New York Yankees in baseball. I mean, he was one of the heavy hitters in baseball history. Which he really was in general. But normally, people have their own honest opinions. I mean, if you guys remember playing as an NES game, anything else that would have a good opportunity, or anything else that's more to sell home, or anything else with good occasions, that's pretty much an 8-bit game right there. Pretty much a lack of confidence right there in general. There may or may not be from time to time, or once upon a time. Could be anything else that's more exciting, more good, and pretty much collective, and good way to use, or have a lot of excitement, guys, to really play it as a strong effort. But that one, guys, was 9 days ago. Alright, guys, next up, you guys will check out an over 22-minute and 17-second video today. You guys understand, too, and we also got some sad news, guys. We're about to lose our king. King of Finn. FYNN, and apparently, guys, he has some sort of a major health issue, and Golden goes on to say the following, guys: "Let's just save our tears for another time." Well, Golden is still alive, guys, so even though the king, guys, of this castle, he wants us to do a couple extra requests, and the thing about Princess Hilda too, there's really something wrong with her, you know, and I don't think we can do anything else about it. So we're not going to worry about her right now. But you guys can check out, if you guys got the time to do so, you guys can check out the in-gaming news or the IGN performance review for Final Fantasy 16. And that's exactly correct. Well, guys, we have a new unique NPC. Her name is Leola. Oh yeah, the thing about Leola, guys, Lelia. It's pretty much our new settlement. Pretty much our new, current ship holder. Or if I say, or captain, if I'm right. So we're gonna see what we're gonna do with her in just a few. But we're gonna go ahead, guys, and do a quick save. There we go. So our next location, if you guys want to ask it, we're gonna be going to Pelham and talk to a new unique and on the boat. And after we have a quick fight. But apparently, guys, she's going to have something in the arsenal. I mean, the only weapon she'll only have for now is, the knife. Which I don't think, I mean, the knives are not that hard to use, if you think about it for a short minute. But yeah, guys, the king did pass away, involving the story, but usually the characters don't last very long. I mean, it may or may not be considered despite the fact how much the character really has left. But it is exactly, guys, the in-gaming news performance review for the new, Final Fantasy 16. And I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna go ahead and say this, guys, right now. Since my next Money in the Bank is, my next sec is next week, I may try to set out and get the game as the only playthrough I've got. You know, I would still go after new games this year, as soon as I still get a job in the community, here in the state, but that's to have something to consider. You know, Final Fantasy 16, from what I've heard, is so good. From what a lot of people have heard. I mean, from what I've heard, too. And that's sort of 9 out of 10 last week. And, yeah. To be honest, the game itself is entirely... I'm pretty sure, I mean, a lot of you guys may or may not question it. But people are considering Final Fantasy 16 is better than... Well, Final Fantasy 16 had something lazy. Or had something that would call it a toe set. But, I mean, Final Fantasy 15 was exactly the last, was the last Final Fantasy game that did okay. But if you think of something with Final Fantasy 16, that game is really massive. But it was total annihilation. Epic. The game itself is awesome from what I've heard. I never played the damn demo, to be honest, but I've heard the demo is something you guys can really begin on. I mean, for people that are waiting on a full game, to really purchase on at GameStop as a pre-order, purchase on Amazon or at Walmart or anything, you guys really gotta try out the demo first. I mean, think about it first, try the demo and see what you guys think. Or even if you guys do not wanna try the demo firsthand, you guys may or may not understand what the game's gonna be. You know, if you guys are playing on a console, for example, guys, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series on Steam, or most importantly, guys, on a Switch, you guys should always see what the demo really is. You know, a demo is something you guys can really start out as something much more to accumulate. You know, to have something much more to grab a hold of, anything else much more from time to time, and, you know, I mean, you guys have played a lot of demos. With a lot of understatement. You know, people have played demos for a long time. You know, people have been playing just pretty much time trials for a game. They may or may not, guys, be from time to time. It's like, that's a question you guys will play. If you guys do not play the demo on a game before it starts coming out for a console, how can you guys tell if a game is good or not? That's the important thing right there. So, people have to understand it, take no self-esteem, but take a lot of credit as people want to see from it, you know? It does not need anything else that's more to observe, and if anything else that's more entirely good in general. That's pretty much no mistake in return. Alright guys, next up. There was the same week in the console war yet. Guys, to check out today, guys, the number of the Game Scoop today, 729 today. And the Game Scoop, guys. I mean, the thing about today, guys, involving the Game Scoop to go through, is number 729 between the PS5 versus the Xbox Series. I mean, there's been a lot of things. There's been a lot of things. There's been a lot of games, a lot of DLCs, and good accessories too, if you think about it, as a good amount of time. I mean, the console wars is only between the two consoles. I don't think the Nintendo Switch is involved in it, because, well, the Switch has only been out, if I had to guess... Damn, guys, if I had to guess, probably over a year. Maybe like over 2 years. Well, guys, we're taking on 8 pirates. If we defeat these amigos, we get to have a new character. Alongside my top 1 guys, Maria and Guy. And we are doing outstandingly good. we're doing good, guys, and outstanding. To upgrade our Mavericks. Thunder Guys is level 4. Fire and Blizzard, I believe, is 5. But these files are not all that hard. So we'll just banish these guys right now. And so nothing else is more to cooperate with. And bada boom, guys. There it goes. These guys were not that hard. I don't have very much to say on what's going on between them. Between the console wars. Everybody's entitled to their own honest opinions. That's all I'm gonna say right there. But because I've had the PS5 now for over 2 years. Pretty much entirely going into 3 years this coming November. So that's pretty much excellent. I mean, you guys have any console you guys have had for years. I mean, the PS4/PS5 as a crossplay, I mean, that crap's gonna be done probably next year. If I am correct, for sure. But also, guys, you never know. Well, may or may not have a class of anything. You know? As long as you guys are watching a classic TV show, for example, guys, that's with comedy, a lot of action, good romance and whatnot. And if you think about it for a minute, you got Head of the Class, you've got Happy Days, you've got 21 Jump Street with Johnny Depp, and also a last name by the name of DeLucy. DeLucy or Gary Busey was not in the show, if we think about it right now, but Johnny Depp was a really good young stud. You know, as some sort of anything else in general. But not anybody else really take a spot. And the main question for somebody like Johnny Depp, guys, that's for this brother. You know, to be honest and clear, I mean, who would not want to date Johnny Depp? You know, he's somebody that is, that's been around for a long time. He recently did celebrate, guys, his 60th birthday, I believe last week. And he's still rocking and rolling right now. He's been doing a lot of acting for a long time, and does it have something that may or may not change the course? Well, guys, next location. Well, guys, we want to go to Castle Deist, D-E-I-S-T. I don't know if we're gonna have a boss or not, so we're going to trying to see where the damn cave is. I'm pretty sure it's here somewhere. But yeah, we're gonna see where we're at this crucial point. But I don't know if Johnny Depp is gonna be in the new Pirates movie probably next year with Margot Robbie. I mean, Margot Robbie, she's got she's got the new Barbie movie with Will Ferrell as the head minister, and then you've got I'm pretty sure it's still Ryan Gosling. Well, I may be wrong, but I may be right or may be wrong, but we gotta see what that's gonna be having a standard direction. Well, guys, next up, coming out of yesterday, guys, 12 hours ago today. Today, guys, with our entire popular, exciting community, with our followers and our 413 mods, with our strong, entertaining, awesome, popular group today. The game itself, guys, is called The One Ring. It's worth $2 million. And what does that mean? Well, if people are talking about The One Ring, like say from Lord of the Rings or from The Hobbit, and to be honest, guys, the final answer is yes. They were talking about The One Ring. I'm not gonna read that one, though, but I mean, there's only been a couple characters. Guys, that recently have held the ring. I mean, you talk about, Frodo Baggins played by Elijah Wood, so that's been one of two. And then, I don't think, Samwise Gamgee Sam did not hold the ring. I mean, he had it for some sort of amount of time. So he pretty much did. And then, who else are we thinking? Oh yeah, Bilbo Baggins himself in The Hobbit, and all three movies with Ian McKellen, Kate Blanchett, and I believe the late passing, guys, I think after the last couple years, by the name of Christopher Lee. Best known, guys, as Count Dooku from Star Wars, Episode 2 and 3. He played as Saruman, he made Saruman look like a badass sorcerer. And that's not him anybody else in general. I mean, those are the only few that have only held the ring. You know, I mean, you're talking about a Frodo Baggins. You're talking about Bilbo Baggins, for example. Well, it's not ever the same guys without the one I recently played as Bilbo and Lord of the Rings. You know, he did so well. He's been through a lot of adventures, you know, with the other actors in general. They're playing some real good characters. But, you know, even though we're gonna be expecting, guys, a little more, pretty much a bit more extra, guys, on Lord of the Rings movies soon. I know they've got one movie that they're gonna be doing. I don't think they're gonna be bringing the actors back, since they are really getting up in age. I mean, if they want to, it's up to them. But I don't think everybody, I don't think a lot of them would answer the call. But you never know, constantly. But you know what they say, guys, patience is always a virtue. As long as everything else can really decide it. Alright guys, next up, we have top men working on it right now. And what do they mean? Top men. You guys remember this one current line? After you guys watch, ever since you guys watched the very first Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, you guys remember this one ending scene. It's called Top Men. And it's Indiana Jones in the Dial of Destiny, guys, the last ever movie, guys, as an icon for him, played by Harrison Ford in general. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, guys, the post-credits, has been checked in. I mean, we don't know, I mean, I haven't seen the post-credits yet, but my love and I are gonna be strongly gonna be watching it tonight, or this afternoon. I will say, guys, if people thought, and what people had to score on their reviews, putting a 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, people should have a lot of understatement. People should always take respect and pride, even if it is the first performance or the last performance for an actor. And the actor we're talking about, guys, that's the name I'm worth a lot of credit and pride. It's no other man than Harrison Ford. You know, he made Indiana Jones come to life. And also the same thing at the same time for Star Wars too. So he's done a lot of things with a lot of people. You know, not anybody else can replace any other actor in general. You know what I say, guys? That's your brother. That's your actor. I mean, that's your key player. Well, pretty much a strong character that people should always rely on. Have a lot of respect, a lot of excitement for an actor, a lot of popularity for an actor. You know, well, I've said this earlier, guys. I'll say it again. Harrison Ford has been doing some awesome movies. As I mentioned already, guys, you always strongly have something to recommend. Guys, you've got Star Wars, you've got Blade Runner. He's been doing Blade Runner, and the same with not just Blade Runner, Star Wars, and the other few. You also talk about The Fugitive. I've seen some of The Fugitive. The movie itself is not entirely that bad. That's all I'm gonna say right there. But let's really think about it. Make millions of dollars, make a lot of money over the years. Not anybody else can replace one actor at a time. But if I had to guess if there's any post credits, I would think so. But I mean, people would just stick around and see what's going to be happening next. I mean, people would love to know and understand what's going to be going on if all the post credits after a full movie is set in stone and already done. You know, it takes a lot of credibility. It takes a lot of hard work to see what after the efforts of what happened between a character or pretty much a key character to occupy with. So, yeah, guys, Ho and I are going to be having teardrops in our eyes tonight. You know, it was exactly his last performance as Indiana Jones entirely. So, I don't know when we're going to be watching it. I'm pretty sure it's going to be this afternoon or tonight. Could be either way. So we'll watch and can't wait what happens entirely. Alright guys, as we switch gears today, coming out of IGN News for the most part of it, there was officially a new report on an actor by the name of Jonathan Majors, as he LC's almost a decade of abuse. So he's been having something wrong with, so I'm not 100% sure what that crap is, but I'm gonna go and see what we got for the most part of it. So obviously it could be anything coming out of this stuff in general. But I don't think it has anything to do with James Earl Jones, because he is already 74. But it is a new report, guys, on Jonathan Mayers. That's what got Jonathan Mayers of having almost a decade of abuse. And the thing about this vid today, it goes on to state the following. Coming out of yesterday's IGN The Fix, the entertainment today, guys, from yesterday. I'm going to give anecdotes between our characters. Jonathan Mayers, guys, has come under fire in a new, devastating report of a decade, guys, of abuse and toxicity. Jason Blum, guys, does really confirm that the Spawn reboot is officially active development. And last but not least, guys, they finally have pretty much a company by the name of, what do you call it, Hot Toys, as they officially announced a new Supergirl figurine as inspired by Sasha Kyle's appearance in the Flash. But the internet thinks, guys, that the new figure looks nothing like the actress. I mean, everybody's entitled to their own thing. I mean, you talk about a lot of figures. You talk about action figures from DC, from Marvel, from Hasbro, pretty much from Hot Wheels, or anything else from Mattel. I mean, people have their own honest opinions, honest commitments. If people think it's the same as anything else in real life, anything else from movies, anything else from its own comics, its own history, you know, people may think it looks the same, or it may not look different. You know, I mean, people look different. People look exactly the same. People look at anything else in general for it, or anything else between anything else for sure. Could have anything else that may or may not be pretty much mesmerized, or pretty much occupied, if you will. But you never know, guys. I mean, people are thinking that it may or may not be the same as it is. But everybody's entitled to their own opinion, so, you know, as long as people may or may not be spitballing, I mean, just to have a couple ideas in their thinking caps, it's pretty much entirely anything they really want to bring towards the table. But, well, guys at level 6 on that, I'm just gonna go ahead and give them fists. I mean, pretty much it's thumbs in general. As far as Maria goes, I'm going to, I would go probably give her the spear. I did go after a new spear, guys, coming out of last week. That'll be the Trident. So I'll give her that as we speak. Pretty much, they'll have something more strong and instead of weaker or tremendousness. Alright, guys, next up. But he does think Richard Ayoade was a perfect choice. As an actor or a guy by the name of Peter Mayornix, as he reacts to the trailer for the new Fable, as he sheds light on the next project. I've never played Fable, but I heard some good things about Fable. Fable, guys, is one of the fine games as an RPG exploration, fine franchise of all time. And to be honest, I will say, Fable has been around since the early 2000s. Doesn't have a lot of history, a lot of its franchise to deal with it. You know, strong pollution, strong gameplay, strong, pretty much self-centered stuff, you know, that people can really have a lot of exploration for. I'm not going to read that one though, but I don't know what the next project's going to be. I mean, I'm not into Fable, you know. I mean, Fable is a strong franchise. I've heard some real good things about it, but I don't think Fable is on the PS5 though. Nope, not really, guys. So the correct answer is no. Fable is not on it's not on PlayStation in general. But if we look at anything else that may or may not terrify for a lot of people, then it could be anything else that's more to its liking. Pretty much something much more useful, something that people can really play with its awesomeness and its greatness, and also its popularity too. You know, does it have something much more strong? Have the popularity, have the gameplay to it, something that is Now, people should not even escape on. Now, people have never played on. Have something that's nothing to cross before. But obviously it could be anything that's more to, you know, have something to play. You know, have something more trustworthy, something thoughtful, something people can enjoy. Having its own party. Having its own reviews. You know, to have something much more to hand. Well, guys, I'm looking at the, hold on, let me look at the map for a minute, please. I don't think we got the map, let me double check. Nope,